Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect, King of Games. You guys read that completely right. It is full-powered Zoodiac versus full-powered, that's right, full-power Performapal Performage in this Battle of the Gods bout. Two decks that are arguably the best decks of all time, but which deck really is the best deck of all time? Performapal is starting off really strong. Draco face off into Luster Pin, and then being able to set scales and draw a card off of the Guitar Turtle, and now being able to set up some really good pendulum plays. For the people that are wondering why aren't the pendulum monsters in there, or not in the spell trap card zones, we are playing by Master Rule 3, and basically what Master Rule 3 is, for the people that just started Yu-Gi-Oh! And Master Rule 4, is that both pendulum scales go into their own designated scales. He can special summon as many monsters as he would like to from his extra deck to his side of the field without needing a Link monster. The Blastoise and Charizard cards are for when both decks Mega Evolve, but for right now, just aesthetics. He's going to go ahead and Pendulum Summon a whopping 3 monsters to his side of the field, one being Performapal Pendulum Sorcerer, destroying his scales to search more cards from his deck to his hand. And then he's going to make Ignister to special summon a Luster Pendulum monster or a Draco monster from his deck to his side of the field. And now he's going to make a huge board. I can feel that he's going to make something really nasty with this board because PePe just doesn't waste Ignisters for nothing. He's going to use both his Pendulum monsters to make a Majester to his side of the field, another Draco card, and then he's going to special summon Hat Tricker to his side of the field because he controls, or because there are 2 more monsters on the field. Next, he's going to use 2 monsters to make the Dynaster and the Dynaster to bring it back. Oh my god, is this exactly what we're seeing? A Hope Harbinger, Rafflesia, as well as a Majester Paladin to search a card from his deck to his hand. That is a lot of advantage. He has a pretty good board. I'm going to activate Zoodiac Barrage, and Xander's going to go ahead and take it with the Hope Harbinger. Fortunately for me, I have the Fire Formation Tenki to search the Zoodiac card that I need from my deck to my hand, and Zoodiac is really good at baiting the opponent, getting your opponent to use their resources before they want to, and then going off. It's a 1-card deck. You only need 1 monster to go off. He's gonna maxi the Rapier summon, and things are not looking really good for Zoody Booty. Having the Trap Tricks Rafflesia, having him be able to activate trap hole cards from his deck is really good. Hope Harbinger already got rid of the Zoodiac Barrage, and he maxied me, so now he's going to be able to draw 2 cards after I make Dryden. Then he's going to attempt to use Rafflesia's effect to send Treacherous Trap Hole from his deck to destroy the Dryden and his Rafflesia, but I'm going to go, no! My body is a shield. At the cost of 1,500 life points, I can protect that catastrophe from happening, and Treacherous Rafflesia is supposed to be destroyed as well. Don't know why it isn't destroyed, but I'm going to use Zoodiac Dryden to destroy the Hope Harbinger. Then I'm going to set a card face down and pass my turn. Back to PePe. They have all of the advantage right now. Skull Crobat, or I'm sorry, Monkey Board is going to be met with a Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. So that's going to stop him from setting up instant scales. He's going to have to make scales the hard way, which he is. He's going to summon, or he's going to activate Vector and Plush Fire into his scale. And PePe still has a huge advantage over Zoodiac right now, being able to get off their combo. They have quite a few cards in their hand, but they can't use them because Dimensional Barrier is now activated, declaring Pendulum. And Dimensional Barrier was a very good card for Zoodiac, and it just so happens to be really good against Performapal Performage. We are not playing cards in response to the other person's deck. We're really just playing the deck on how it's supposed to be played, and cards like Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit and Dimensional Barrier were very, very, very prominent inside of the Zoodiac strategy. It just so happens to work really good against PePe as well. So back to my turn. I'm going to activate the 2nd copy of Fire Formation Tenki, and this time to add Zoodiac Whiptail from my deck to my hand, preparing to break the rest of Xander's Performage board. I'm going to summon I'm going to summon Thoroughblade to discard the Whiptail to draw a card, and then proceed to special summon 2 Zoodiac monsters on top. Finally winding up with Zoodiac Tiger Mortar. Now Tiger Mortar is going to attach the Whiptail, I'm sorry, the Rapier, and then I'm debating on if I want to special summon or how I'm going to continue to special summon. This time by discarding the Thoroughblade, or detaching the Thoroughblade to summon another Rapier, and then Broadbull to detach the Tiger Mortar to summon the 2nd Rapier to my side of the field. This board is looking like it's falling into my favor, being able to special summon all these monsters to my side of the field and then completely dominate. So Broadbull is going to use this effect to add Whiptail from my deck to my hand, and this game is getting more epic. I only have to deal with a Rafflesia, which shouldn't be on the field, and also a Performapal My apologies, a Performapal damage juggler. The reason why I didn't want to detach the Thorough Blade is because it made my Brawl Bull 1600 attack, which could have dealt with the damage juggler outright. But unfortunately, that's just not the case right now. I'm going to use both my monsters to make Die Booster Emerald. Emerald to shuffle 3 monsters, being a Rapier, a Thorough Blade, and a Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, back inside of my deck to draw an additional card. And that's where Die Booster's Emerald really shines, being able to cycle through your Zoodiac cards and then put them right back into your deck to continue on with your combos later on. I decided not to run the Fusion Substitute combo, mainly because I had 3 Rapiers at this point in time, and there was no real reason to run it. Like, yeah, it got me all those nice cards, it was cute and everything, but I kind of wind up with the same board. It doesn't really matter, and it just felt really easier to use this combo. Now, people might declare that, hey, TheCaliEffect, they didn't use the Zoodiac combo. That's not true. It was actually used before the first Forbidden list, so it's still very viable. I'm going to attack into the Rafflesia, banish it through Whiptail's effect, and then pass my turn. And as you guys can see, we're going to go right into game 2 because my face down card was Vanity's Emptiness, so that pretty much summed up the game for that. Going back, Zoodiacs are going to be going second, meaning that Performapal has an excellent opportunity, and opening up with Luster Pin / Plushfire is probably any Zoodiac player's or any player's worst nightmare, especially when you don't have any counters to it. So that's going to get him Damage Juggler to his side of the field, and then next he's going to activate Master into his scale after getting a Draco Face-Off effect off. That's kind of crazy. And thinking about what he can Pendulum Summon, he has the whole world in his hand. He has at least 2 monsters that he can Pendulum Summon, which he is going to do, or is he? Thinking about what he's going to do right now, I think he's going to Pendulum Summon those 2 monsters, plus some additional monsters from his hand, if he has the means to. It would be no reason to put the normal Pendulum monster inside of your scale if you're not going to do said things. And we already know he's going to be able to make a really nasty board. It's not even going to be fair. He's going to... what? Oh, he's going to Wavering Eyes both of his scales. Duh, that makes sense. And then add Monkey Board, because Monkey Board is a free ending scale. You activate it in one scale, use its effect to search another Performapal, and now you have another scale, which is going to use Lizard Draw, and then destroy it. So this man has all of the options right now. And now he's going to go ahead and Pendulum Summon 4 monsters to his side of the field, and then use 3 of them to possibly make Timaeus to his side of the field. Now, Tellarmite Timaeus is a really good card. He detaches 3 materials to place Cyber Dragon Infinity on top of the card, but not before placing Cyber Dragon Nova. And now he's going to use 2 more additional cards to make Ignister. Ignister effect to special summon Luster Pin to my side of the field. And I'm not 100% sure why he did this. I think that Rafflesia would have been the better... oh no, it doesn't matter. He's going to use Instant Fusion to bring out Norden. Norden to special summon Skull Crobat Joker. And now he's going to continue to go off using 2 more monsters to make Dynaster. Dynaster summon again, and oh my god, he's going to end up with even worse board than before. If you thought that the last board was terrible, look, it's Harbinger Infinity Rafflesia, and that's going to be game 2. That was pretty fast for a game 2. No way I could even beat that board. I'm not even going to try. It's just not good. I'm going to activate Zoodiac Barrage, special summon Rapier to go into Borbo, Borbo effect to summon another Borbo, Tiger Mortar to attach Borbo, and then use, or Rapier, and then use Tiger Mortar's second effect to special summon the second Rapier to my side of the field. The reason why I didn't go right into Broad Bull is because I know the deck of Performapals, none of them ran Ghost Ogre. They just didn't. They didn't need to. And we're going to stick true to that by him not running Ghost Ogre, so there's no reason for me to go into Broad Bull. I mean, I guess you still could. It doesn't really matter. It's the same thing. But again, it doesn't matter. I'm going to make Die Booster Emerald to shuffle 3 more cards from my graveyard into my deck to draw an additional card. And here's where Zoodiac just get really crazy. The ability to make all of that was all off of 1 card. Think about it. Literally, I made that board off of 1 card, off of Zoodiac Barrage. And then I'm going to set 3 cards face down, and I still have 2 cards in my hand. That's ridiculous. The fact that I basically started off with a 6-card hand, and one of the cards got me 2 monsters, 1 to shuffle cards into my deck. The other one is just straight savage, being able to destroy cards. He's going to start off by setting up scales and then Pendulum summoning 2 monsters to his side of the field. And this is where Zoodiac's could have actually did something. I could have destroyed the Pinsork in the scale. I could have destroyed the Plushfire. I feel like I'm glad that I didn't do it, because either of those would have stopped me. And I could have Solemn Strike the entire Pendulum Summon, but no. I waited for Pinsword to activate its effect to Solemn Strike the Pin Summon. Reasoning behind that is because I don't want Plushfire to gain any of his effects and to search him additional cards or summon additional monsters to his side of the field that just aren't warranted. Now he's going to go ahead and activate Face Off, special summoning Vector to his side of the field, and then special summoning a Hat Tricker. So it's a possibility that he could make Infinity, but I don't know. It's just a monster called Zoodiac Trident that could prevent all of that from happening before it does happen. He's going to use 2 monsters to make the Ascending monster. And to be honest with you guys, right now I don't see a threat in his board. I just don't see how he can do it. I'm going to go ahead and destroy the Ascending monster because that could be used to attack over my Zoodiac Trident. And since that Tricker is in defense, it can be. He's going to go ahead and pass his turn. I'm going to use Trident to make Broad Bull. And Broad Bull is probably going to search a Whip Tail from my deck to my hand. It is. And I'm going to try to go for the OTK. The Emerald's effect is going to activate to shuffle 3 cards from my graveyard into my deck. Making sure I don't shuffle Rat here, because I'm going to make Tiger Modar right now, or maybe not. I'm going to activate Zoodiac Barrage to special summon maybe another Whip Tail. Yes, going to special summon another Whip Tail to my side of the field. And then use the Barrage's effect to attach to the Zoodiac Ball Bull. That is something that some players just don't necessarily remember. If Barrage is destroyed while you control the Zoodiac XC material, then go ahead and slam that XC material under. So I'm going to use the Broad Bull to make a Borbo and then a Tiger Modar. Tiger Modar to attach the Rapier to my Tiger Modar, and then a Detach effect to special summon Rapier from my deck to my side of the field. And now we're going to start going. Now I think I'm going to use a Trident and then detach another material to special summon another Rapier from my deck to my side of the field. So this board is even scarier than before. And now I have Trident, Emerald, 2 Rapiers on the side of the field, still 2 back row, and I barely used any cards to do this. Like, it didn't matter. This deck is so dumb. I didn't even normal summon. I'm going to make Castell to bounce the Hat Tricker, and that is going to be game after our normal summon the Thoroughblade, and then attach 3 Whip Tails to the Zoodiac Trident. That was completely insane. That's basically what you had to deal with if you guys ever played inside of the Zoodiac format. Dealing with a board like that on first turn, basically they had 6 cards and 2 XCs with 3 back row that prevented you from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And then if you had no responses to the first turn board, well, the second turn board is to OTK you. Xander's going to start off with Performapal Monkey Board into a scale and then destroy Lizard Draw to draw a card. And now he's going to follow up with a Performapal Skull Crobat Joker to his side of the field. And Zoodiacs have taken a significant 2-1 lead. Seeing if they can try to take a 3-1 lead, that would be astronomical. I feel like Zoodiacs is a very powerful deck, but it's going to be really interesting to see how it would happen. He's going to go ahead and activate another scale. I'm going to wait. I'm going to maxi his scales, figuring that he's going to Pendulum Summon. But no, he's going to Wavering Guys his Pendulum Scales and then add Plushfire to his deck. Now he's going to go with the Luster Bend Plushfire combo, and I'm like, man, that's some nasty stuff. But I want to draw with Maxi. I really want to draw with Maxi. I want to see what he's going to make. He can't make Timaeus on me, or at least I don't want him to make Timaeus on me, because then, or I think he wouldn't want to do that because that's a lot of monsters that he has to invest into. He's going to destroy his Plushfire to special summon his Performapal Damage Juggler to his side of the field. That's going to give me 1 draw for Maxi. How many cards do you want to take with the Maxi challenge? That's the big question, because we already know Zoodiac only needs 1 card to make their board. And every other card that I'm going to be drawing is going to be used to break his board. So he's going to make the Reflatia, set a card in defense, and pass his turn. And it's met with a Dark Hole. The most savagery, 1 card. And now I'm going to special summon Speedroid, Terratop, and Takum Tom board to make Invoker to my side of the field. Invoker's effect is special summon the Rapier. I do not fear this back row. I'm just telling you guys right now, I just don't fear it. Use the Borbo to special summon another Rapier, and then go right into the Tiger Modar to special summon the second Rapier. I'm not even going to attach the Rapier to show you guys that I'm using it. I'm just going to detach the material. We already know what's going on. And now, it looks like I might be going for the OTK Broad Bull to search a Whip Tail from my deck to my hand. And how can I put 8,000 damage all in 1 turn? It requires Whip Tails to be on the side of the field. I know that, but you know, that might not be possible. Keep in mind, I have not normal summoned. I'm going to make Emerald to detach a material to draw 2 additional cards. I'm sorry, to draw an additional card. But more importantly, put cards that I need into my deck. Fire Formation Tanky for the Thoroughblade this time. That's interesting. I think I should have went Whip Tail this time around. But maybe my hand wasn't looking the way that I wanted to look, and that's why I didn't go with that. So now we're looking at Thoroughblade on the field, Broadwool on the field, Emerald on the field, and Invoker on the field, all off of this nice board he decided to present to me. I'm going to go ahead and attack directly with all of my monsters. And it looks like we put him down to some significant life points. Maybe I didn't have the OTK. If I remember correctly, I think I would have dropped him down to 400. Oh no, that's the OTK. Never mind. Never mind. It looks like I did have the OTK that time around. Triple whip for the direct damage. Get good game. I'm gonna get the whip for the get. He's gonna activate another Draco face-off, and Zoodiacs have taken a significant lead. This is a 3-1 lead, so I think both of these decks are going to Mega Evolve. That is right. Are they? Yes, they are. They're gonna normal summon the Guitar Turtle and then use those two monsters to make Electromite. Now, for the people that don't know what Mega Evolving is, we're basically get to see what the deck looks like right now inside of Master Rule 4. We're going to still give it full power. We're going to give it every card that it needs within reason to make it the best available deck. So he's going to make Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. And I'm telling you guys, this deck is still nasty with Master Rule 4. It's probably a little better, a little more consistent, just because Electromites exist. Since he destroyed his damage juggler with his Electromite, he got to summon a monster to his side of the field. That being Performage, Mirror, the Mirror card. And then he's going to activate, my apologies, he's going to activate Monkey Board into his scale. And Monkey Board is a free search. Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't really see his method to summoning the Mirror to his side of the field as opposed to a DJ. But I could be wrong on something. He's going to Pendulum Summon for one being a DJ. I think he should have gotten a Hat Tricker. He could have wound up with Infinity Reflatia as well as a Heavy Metal Foes. But I think he's still thinking about the old combo, which doesn't seem that possible under this, under Master Rule 4. While it did limit some of the combos, it didn't necessarily stop the deck from being as good as the deck is. So he's going to make an Ignister. And now he has an Ignister, a Master Pendulum, I hope I'm saying that right, the Master Draco Slayer, a Vector, and a Damage Juggler. And again, I'm not seeing where he could be going with this board, but I could be wrong. He could be making some board of catastrophity, just like destroy me in one turn and all this other stuff. So we could be forcing that game 6 inside of this game 5. Or can Zoodiacs actually just finish the game off and say, hey, there's no game 6 in here, we're done in 5. So it's going to be really interesting to watch. And Zago's going to be definitely debating on what he's going to do. It looks like he's just going to use the DJ to make a, that's right, Reflatia. I think that this board is really underwhelming, and a board wipe that just happened right now. Raigeki on the board. And it looks like Z-Man is going to lose his entire board. Special summoning Terratop to get Takum to board. Both of those monsters to make Invoker. Invoker to special summon a Zoodiac monster to my side of the field. And Zoodiac Savior for Lynx is going to be, you guys should hear it right, you're going to see it very, very soon. He's going to Twin Twisters my Tinky, and then I'm going to use 2 more Zoodiac monsters to link summon into Mrs. Radiant. So yes, that is the card for Zoodiacs. Using Rapier to make Borbo effect to detach to special summon another monster to my side of the field, being another Rapier, and then using the Tiger Mordor to special summon another Rapier to my side of the field. It's literally Zoodiac, which you guys have always seen. You just need another extender to do all this stuff. So Master Rule 4 didn't necessarily hurt it. It did help with Mrs. Radiant being able to add an Earth monster from my deck to my hand. But this board is getting nastier and nastier by the second. And you guys thought that Zoodiac was dead with Master Rule 4? Nah. Just like PePe, it does have quite a few tricks under its sleeve to continue doing what it's doing. I don't think that Daguster Emerald is an important part, but it's still a really great aspect of the deck, being able to shuffle cards from your deck to your hand. And there's a little more recursion with Mrs. Radiant. If you guys want to see these deck profiles, go ahead and check out my Patreon, guys. My Patreon is going to show you guys the deck profiles of these, and you can put your little analysis on it yourself. Let me know down below in the comment section where we misplayed, because you guys are going to do that anyways. But more importantly, how do you guys feel about the Master Rule 4 aspect of both of these decks? It looks like Zoodiac is making some tremendous board, and this game just might be over. So Chakanaka is going to summon herself, and then we're going to bring out Brawl Bulls and all this other stuff. This is just nasty. I don't really see him coming back from this game. We have double Whiptails on the field. I think we're going to end up with Dryden, and also, of course, the monster that we all love, the old guy. I don't remember his name right now, but that's going to be some serious damage inflicted to my opponent. One Dryden on the field. It looks like I'm just going to keep the Broad Bull. And Z-Man gonna have his scales broken by Dryden. It doesn't really matter. He has no cards in his hand. This game is over. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give it a like. Let's try to get to 150 likes and let us know that you guys enjoyed this video. More importantly, let me know which Battle of the Gods series you guys want to see next. What two decks do you guys want to see clash? Please like, comment, subscribe. But most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys are having a great day like I am.